Hey guys, what is going on? Clay here with Vision TCG, and today I have a first place Yu-Gi-Oh! Day deck profile. So I decided just to play Brand Despia. I haven't been too focused into the game. I'm playing like Pokemon like always, and then in the beginning of the format I was grinding Cool Tune and Brandon nonstop. So, I was like, let's not waste, me picking up the Brandon deck. So I took it to Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Did better than expected. I went undefeated. Overall, I think the deck is very solid. I'm gonna go over the list super quick, and then I'll share my matches afterward. But the deck ran phenomenal, and I had like no complaints. So, getting on to the list. 3 copies of Aliber. Hasn't changed at all. 2 copies of Fallen in White. 2 copies of Ecclesia, 2 copies of Cartesia, 1 Albion the Shrouded, 1 OG Albaz. I prefer to play the Tri Brigade Spring Kit. I was talking to my homeboy Parth about this. So if you expect to see more Miss Arugi, this is better than the branded Sword Trap. But if you expect to see more Cool Tune, you play the branded Sword Trap. Because in Miss Arugi, you go Synchro to tag out into that, and when they go Murakumo to wipe, you're at least able to recover a bunch of resources still. 1 Guiding Quim, and 1 Mercurier. This list, which is like very solid. I wanted to reduce the amount of bricks, and I really had like no complaints about the monster lineup. Then getting on to the spells, 3 copies of the Fallen and the Virtuous, 3 copies of been a while, Brandon High Spirits. This card was really good in tier elements for a little bit. 3 Nadir Servants, 1 Brandon Fusion, and 1 Opening, alongside the 1 Retribution for like engine spells and traps. I didn't play more copies in the opening because I don't like the fusion locking aspect to it. It still is a really good card. You usually do want to get it in graveyard if you can, but overall, like, you can really play how many ratios you want of the openings. I just chose to play the 1. You can play 3 and then cut Aliber to 2. That's something that a lot of Brandon players do. It's just all player preference pretty much. Getting on to non-engine, it was 3 copies of Fulos. I do mix a little bit of hand traps in my list just because I want to respect all the other decks in the format. 3 copies of Ash Blossoms and 2 copies of Droll. That's it for like my main deck hand traps. And then board breakers for 3 Super Poly, which were insane, and 3 Forbidden Droplet. Like, I wouldn't change anything at all. These cards were just very clutch all day. And my main deck is just a solid 40. Alright, getting on to side deck. Or I guess I'll do extra deck, because extra deck standard. Side might have a little sauce. YCS token. 2 Dogma, incredible card. 2 Albion, really good. 2 Gregano. 1 Mirror Jade. 1 Titaniclad. 1 Albinatus. This card was insane today. I did Contact Fusion like 3 dragons off somebody's field. 1 Rembrum. Played a Furious Dragon. I like the Furious Dragon a lot. 1 Cortus. 1 Theseus. And then the 1 Ecclesia. So, I'll say this, I feel like the extra deck is like standard, like nothing too spicy about the list in the extra deck. I just needed to do its job, and overall it did a really good job. All functioned really well. Never won anything else. Sometimes I do miss Chaos Star Source, but I feel like the Brolo Furious is still very strong. Then 3 Lava Golem. This card is really good. 1 Magna, 1 Cernir for like the Brandon Mirror. I played a Diableese because the Diableese is just really strong into like Striker, Mitsu, any decks that play like a lot of board breakers. The Mirror Match, this card is just really good. 3 copies of Mistaken Arrest. 3 Lightning Storm. 1 Duster. And then a Talents and a Callbar. And that's pretty much it for the deck. I feel like the deck was just very solid. So, shoot, let me get this back on there. So, like, first off, really, the biggest thing is, let me definitely shout out, like, all my homies, you know, Vision TCG, Parth, Ramon, Ashton, Patty, all of them, really cool team. Just, we haven't really had that much time to test because we always been doing our thing, but, like, they're the reason why I, you know, continue to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Just having reliable people I can talk to if I ever need advice. My matchups were round one, I played Elven Note Blue Eyes. I have a good matchup to it because of, you know, being able to contact fuse, and then Super Power is really strong, which I won. I lost dice rolls all my 4 rounds. Round 2 was against, I was very scared of that because I lost the dice rolls to it, which was Odeon. Thankfully, he didn't have that many resources game 3, so my Lightning Storm actually resolved, and I just broke through his, you know, I just Lightning Storm and just pretty much beat him from there. Round 3 was very tough. It was my homeboy Ashton. Vision, you know, Vision TCG. But, you know, played against him. He was playing Mitsu. I was in Mine. Terrifying matchup. I, you know, lost dice roll. He made his board, not breaking it. Game 2, we grinded. Game 3, luckily, you know, I was able to, time was running out. It could have probably went either way. I was up a little bit more resources, but I know one misplay and I could easily lose. But thankfully, you know, the match, you know, I was able to get that match. Round 4 was Sky Striker, very scary. My homeboy Ramon. Luckily, I was able to close it out game 3. Unfortunately, he didn't have too good of a hand, so I was able to capitalize. And that's pretty much it. I think Brandon is just a very, as you know, it's the best deck. And it's kind of boring, but it kind of has the same aspect of Draco Tail where you grinding, going back and forth on mirror matches, trying to out-resource. So that's why I chose to play it. I will be looking to other decks this format. So outside of that, that's it for the video. I love y'all. Like, subscribe, and Vision TCG. We'll see y'all next time.